good morning and welcome to Breakthrough Walls. I'm Ken Walls and I'm your host, and today is a gray day here in Ohio. I was thinking about why the Buckeyes are scarlet and gray, and I'm convinced that the gray has something to do with the weather. So anyway, it's crazy. It's been gray here for a while. But listen, I have a wonderful, wonderful lady on. I met about probably, I don't know, a year and a half ago, I would say. She introduced me to a really new, cool technology, and it's really, really cool. She's just an amazing lady with really happy, positive energy. Y'all are about to see that. So I want to welcome my friend Cathy Inman to the show, or is it
Hey.
Cathy Daly Inman?
Cathy Daly Inman, either one. That's me, yes.
Cathy, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on.
I appreciate you having me.
So, I told you this show I created this to help people have a breakthrough in life because we all get stuck and don't know how to get unstuck. And, we also all have a story. And I'm excited for you to share your story with everybody. So let's start with where you were born and raised.
I was born and raised in your backyard. I was actually born in Ohio.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and it's a great day here in Dallas as well. But I was born in Ohio. I lived a little while up in New England and Connecticut.
Okay.
And then in my teenage years, I ended up here in Dallas. So I've been in Dallas for quite a while now. So I guess I'm Southern now.
What part of Ohio were you born in?
I was born up near Cleveland.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Grew up there for a long time. Actually, my parents met at UC in Cincinnati, so my mom's from Ohio originally, born and raised. Yeah. Dad's from New England. So, so somehow we ended up in Texas, and I was a Cowboys fan, so I was all right with that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you live in Dallas.
I do. And so does, I think, half the rest of the population at this point.
Yeah. Dallas is such a cool city. I was in Dallas, I think, what was it, 3-4 months ago, something like that. And wow, what a great city. What a beautiful city.
It is crazy growing.
And
and
massive.
I thought we're full, and we're not full. It's just massive. The companies that are coming in here, the business going on here, it's phenomenal.
It's crazy. I mean, it's a huge, huge state that you're in, obviously. But so you were so you moved to Dallas when you were how old?
14.
Oh, 14.
So just a little while ago. Yeah.
So where did you go to elementary school? Was that Connecticut?
Elementary would have been Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Started junior high in Connecticut. I was there almost a year to the day.
Oh, wow.
And then here, high school and college.
Gotcha. So what was it like? I mean, Connecticut and Ohio get snow and cold.
Yep.
Dallas, I hear once in a great while we'll get some ice, but
oh yeah,
but it's certainly a different climate. But besides that, there's up here you're considered a Yankee, down there you're from the South. So I mean, what was it like for you? What was it like making that transition, especially as a teenager?
Teenager, it was hard, and I don't know if it was harder or easier, but I think now, back then we would have pen pals, right? When I left Connecticut, it was like if you were going to keep up with anybody, it was through letters.
Yeah.
It was expensive. Your parents were like, you're not going to make long distance phone calls to your friends, and so now it's just such a transition with the social media and keeping up with people that you meet out of state.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, tonight we actually have a cold front coming in right now, batten down the hatches. It's supposed to be, I think, 25 tonight. So,
oh Lord,
whew, it's going to be chilly.
That's cold. That's cold.
But yeah, I mean, I'm still, if you dig in and you ask me, everyone will still say that I'm a Yankee. I wasn't born here.
Yeah.
Daughter was born here, so she's our first Texan.
Yeah.
And It's just funny. People will still catch a few words that I say that they're like, "You're not from here."
Really?
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
So you did high school though, and was that weird for you? Like going to high school in Texas after being in Connecticut and like
It well, the cool thing was is that down here they got out of school earlier, so I had a whole month of school left in Connecticut. I mean, that was big
oh
enough that I remember that. And here they were already out, so that was really cool.
yeah yeah
Um, but yeah, I think I've always just been able to kind of, it's something I still do to this day. I'm kind of a chameleon. Like I'm able to kind of get into different groups of people, pretty quickly
yeah
and acclimate into something pretty new pretty quickly.
yeah
I'm relatively shy in a group, but then I just watch and kind of see what's going on around me and then figure out like, okay, those are the key people. I think
yeah
I've done that my whole life.
yeah. So high school was pretty easy for you. Not really a lot of challenges.
High
College, where'd you go
school,
to college?
I actually graduated from Texas Women's University up in Denton.
Okay.
My degree is criminal justice and psychology.
Wow.
So yeah, completely has nothing to do with what I do today.
Right, right.
But I got out of that. I went to paralegal school after that. I was a paralegal for a while.
Wow.
So I kind of have the dual brain. I have
Yeah.
corporate background with network marketing in between, and then what I do now with marketing. So
So you came out of college and you became a paralegal?
I did. I actually went to an additional paralegal training school
Wow.
and worked in both corporate and criminal law for a while.
What was that like?
Fun.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was a blast. I actually, so I did a little bit of both. So in college, I did an internship with the local police department. So I did some criminal ID. I did some really kind of interesting, fun stuff there. And then swapped, did some corporate work, and then went into actual criminal defense. So you got the entire opposite side of working in that world. So I think it's super fun. It's really interesting to me.
That's pretty cool. So and that was at a law firm then, I assume.
It was for a law firm. Actually it was a sole proprietor that I worked for doing criminal defense, and then at a corporation when I did corporate law.
Okay. So and that's what, your mid-20s, I would say, probably something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then as you continued doing that, I mean, what happened then? I mean, because that's definitely not what you do now. I mean, where did and what you do now hasn't even been around that long. So there's got to be a gap in there of other things that you did. What are some of the other things that you did after you got out of the paralegal world?
I did. So the transition there was having a kiddo.
Ah, yeah.
Yep.
That makes a difference.
Criminal law, or yeah, it made a huge difference. It was a lot of hours
Yeah.
that I would be away. And so when I had my daughter, I was just like, uh-oh, I kind of like her. I kind of like her a little bit.
You're like, I think we'll
a little
keep
more
her.
often. So I actually dove into network marketing. I had direct sales. I had never been in direct sales before. I was not familiar with it.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I did at a company for almost 15 years. I dove in and was able to transition from working outside the home to working full time for myself. And luckily it had something to do with children, so she fit right into what I was working on. And did that same company for about 15 years. Was pretty successful. Was a convention speaker, was a team leader, really just had a fantastic team around me, great support system. So had a lot of fun with that.
I did not know that. And you don't want to bring up the company name, do you?
I don't know if you want me to. No, I was involved with Discovery Toys. It was a fantastic, it's still around. But the reason I kind of got out of it was the founder, the heart of the company, sold the company. So it was just a transitional phase where it was like, well, I kind of had a teenager then. It was, the bubble for me was kind of like, I'm kind of getting out of this phase. and kind of the heart of the company left. So, but
Yeah.
it's still around. It's a fantastic company. I still have tons of their toys in the house.
Really?
Yep.
That's interesting. I've never even heard of them.
Yeah. Educational toys for kids.
Wow.
They were fantastic.
And so you did that for 15 years, and I'm assuming somewhere along that way, probably pre-child, you got married.
I did.
Yeah.
So that's a whole breakthrough walls, like a whole like part two, right? So
Yeah.
I've been in the same place a lot of people have where you start growing, you start changing and becoming this different person and having different goals. And my then husband did not see those same goals.
Uh,
So in that same transition that I grew my own business and started to kind of stand on my own 2 feet, I also went through a divorce.
uh-huh.
And so my daughter and I were on our own for a while, and really just now I look back at it and realize how much she learned from me being an entrepreneur. She's now
Mm-hmm.
an entrepreneur. And 10 plus 11 years ago now, met my current husband, who is my everything I could have ever wanted for, my total cheerleader.
Oh, that's awesome. That is
Yeah,
awesome. You know, marriage is the number one cause of divorce.
it's true. That's true. I'll give that to you.
Uh, so so okay, so you that's a big transition. That's
Oh yeah.
huge. And so here you were, not obviously not on the same page as your spouse. You're growing, you're making things happen, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, I think that if you get into the right space with direct sales or anything that you do in life, right? Once you find a niche that helps you grow as a person,
Yeah.
I think that your partner either has to kind of come on that journey with you,
Right.
or at least support that you want to go on that journey, and you're not going to go like, I'm just going to go to this 9 to 5 every day, and that's all I'm going to do forever and ever, and I'm good with it.
Right.
If you start growing as a person, you become stronger, maybe more independent, whatever it is that your journey takes you to. If
Right.
they don't want to come on that journey or watch you, support you on that journey, yeah, you get that, problematic, like, who do you think you are? Why
Right.
do you think why do you think you can go do what you think you can go do?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's important to keep positive people around you. One of the things that my buddy Grant Cardone talks about is the fact that, and this is what I love about network marketing, is it doesn't. I mean, it really doesn't even matter what the company is. I mean, it does, obviously, but
Right.
you have to believe in the product or the service. But you're around so many positive people, so much happy, positive energy. I just got back from the 10X Growth Conference in Miami, Grant's thing, and holy moly, 35,000 people of just this energy. It was insane. It was absolutely incredible. And so, that's what's really, really cool, I think, being around. Because, like, look at you. You're smiling. You're just glowing. You're always radiating positive. Whenever I've talked to you, you're, like, always happy and positive and glowing. And that's what you get with network marketing. That's one of the things I love about network marketing. You're always around really great people.
100%. I 100% believe that. And what I love too is that because, and I'll give him all the credit, because my husband supports me and believes in my vision, even though it's just insane.
Right.
I'll give him that. He pours in enough to me that I can then also pour that positivity out to other people, so when you get to that point where then you're tipping into other people and you're able to go, wait a minute, how can I help you? The process just is a continual that just never ends.
Right.
Like people like you. I mean, I get the chance to meet people like you. I get your positivity. I mean, I plug into a lot of your lives and a lot of the stuff that you do because the positivity comes through.
Yeah.
So you just start to feed off of that, and then you are able to go, hey, have you watched this, or do you listen to this guy, or go to this podcast? If you run into those people that you see are at a wall, right?
Right.
Then just lift them up.
Right. nothing great in life is ever accomplished with a crappy attitude. So,
Amen.
no matter look, we all go through that, right? We go through the periods of time where it's like, ugh, like,
Sucker
holy
punch,
moly,
right?
we're in the
Yeah,
desert. Like, when are we going to get out of the desert? But that, having the right attitude and being around the right people it's so important. It's imperative to your success.
it
So,
is.
so, so you were in this children's toy network marketing company. You
Mhm.
obviously did well. You wouldn't have reached the levels you reached had you not. And the founder of the company sold the company, and you were like, yeah, no, I can't do this without him around. So you moved on.
I moved on. I did. I just kind of dabbled. I'm very blessed. I didn't have to work.
Mm-hmm.
My husband, has a really good job, and I got bored. I did a few things here and there. I looked at other network marketing companies.
Yeah.
I had a lot of things presented to me. I dabbled with a lawyer, just doing a little bit of stuff on the side with him and everything. But it was it was actually when my daughter graduated high school and went off to California to go to school. She went to a school for makeup to do professional makeup out in California.
Yeah.
That my husband was like, okay, you're driving her crazy. You're like bouncing on the walls. Find something to do. Like, I don't
Yeah.
care what it is, but you just got to find something just to kind of get yourself something to do for you.
Right.
And I was like,
Right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I looked, right? You just kind of go through everything and you're like, I don't know what I want to do.
Right.
And believe it or not, it was the person that was one of my most trusted advisors, my upline, whatever you want to call her, from the original company, from Discovery Toys, that texted me this
Yeah.
opportunity that I have now and just said, hey, take a look at this. And I was just like, you ask the universe for something and it delivers.
Yes, it does. Absolutely.
Make sure you ask good things.
That's right. Exactly. So you want to, and again, I don't want to make this all about business because, this is really, I'm just going to be honest with you. So far, it sounds like your life has been perfect and easy and nothing bad ever happened.
Oh, lots of things
Lucky
happen.
you.
Lots of things happen, but you know what? I really think that I have my days, and I have my days that I need the other people to pour into me, but I think that I truly look at it every day and just go, I have more things to be thankful for than I have to worry about. And really, honestly, it was really a big change. I know it sounds like I make it sound like it was so simple. When I got back out there, it had been several years since I had been out networking. I had no network. I had nothing to kind of go to and go, who am I going to show this new idea to, or who am I going to talk to? Sweaty palms. Had to reinvent myself in my 40s.
Yeah.
Like you said, I do nothing now that I used to do.
Right. Right. So why don't you tell everybody what it is, because you introduced it to me. And I got to tell you, I at the 10X Growth Conference, people are like, hey, you got a business card? I'm like, yes, I do, as a matter of fact. Look. And I flip around the QR code, and I'm like, scan that with your phone. They're like, what? And it's amazing. I use this tool almost every day. In fact, I set up a custom URL and redirected it to this thing. So why don't you tell everybody what it is? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I was so excited when I got to meet you and tell you a little bit about it. So
I don't,
basically,
and just for the record, I
yeah.
don't know anything about it really. She does. She does. She's like, Ken, we need to set up a time for me to train you on how this thing works, and it's really cool. I use it all the time, but go ahead. Sorry.
No, absolutely. It's such a big idea in a little package, right?
Yes.
It's basically mobile marketing from your phone. It's an ability to have, like, for example, I tell people, I literally have everyone I've met since I started networking this tool in my phone, because you have a CRM in your phone. You have the ability to send them your information and then get analytics and find out that what they're looking at. Are they watching your videos? Are they, watching what you do, where you go? So I don't know how much you want me to talk about or what it is or what it's called. Why don't you share? I mean, you can share how you get your card.
Just tell everybody.
Okay.
Show them everything. I don't care.
We'll tell them how to get your card, and then they can look at it after. So then we'll tell them what it is.
KensBizCard.com. KENSBIZ card.com. Go to that URL, and you'll be on my card. But go ahead and tell them.
So what it is, it's a company called Elify. It stands for Elevate and Simplify. And they rolled out a mobile app that allows you to make 10 mobile-friendly, personal, targeted, basically secure websites. We started calling them digital business cards, but they have expanded so much. It's way bigger than a business card. But you are able to, like Ken said, so you can have a QR code. Every one of them has a personalized QR code. You can do lead capture. So we do lead capture. I was just at an event yesterday, where I would just show the vendor my QR code and say, here, fill this out. And I asked them custom questions that I wanted to know about this person that I just met. It goes into my phone, into my CRM, and I learn everything about them, and then they get my business card. And then it gives you analytics. So literally my phone's popping up constantly with information saying, like, Ken viewed your card, Ken shared your card, whatever's going on with it. I can see and do like a sales crystal ball right from my mobile phone, which I can tell you that I have shared this. Like you said, you're at 10X. I've shared it at a beach bar. I've shared it standing in the grocery store line. Anywhere that you are, you may look a little cheesy if you're standing there and you just happen to have a business card on you. You always have your phone, so right. You can easily share this information without looking real salesy.
It's absolutely incredible. And I know that you also give, like you do a lot of speaking engagements and at events and stuff talking about this. So what are some of I honestly, I'm just going to be real. I hate it when somebody hands me a paper business card now. I had a huge influencer. I'll just tell you who he is. His name's James Jacoby, who's a friend of mine. I met him at 10X for the first time, and I've heard his name. He's heard my name, and we started talking. He goes, "Dude, how do I get in touch with you?" And I open it up, and he goes, "Oh my God, that's freaking amazing! I got to do this, man. That's cool." And so, I can't stand it when now I don't use business cards. I'm like, ew, what's that? Like,
what do you do with them, right? I mean, my biggest joke is like, if you hand me a business card, it goes, there you go, right?
I have some.
They sit on your desk. They go in my purse. Eventually, they go from the purse to the drawer and the drawer to the trash. Or if it's in my purse, I always tell people, I'm sorry, but that's probably where I'm going to throw away my gum.
Right. I mean, it's true. And I hate it, but for me, it's like who uses a paper business card anymore? I just, it doesn't, I don't know. There's old school people that are like, oh, I got to have business cards, and I get that. I totally understand that. Hey, James Springer. James Springer's on. There's a dude that's pretty amazing. But you always, can you show people how you can text it? Just show them with your phone. Show them how you can text it. You can send, you can add somebody to your Shuffle. It's called Shuffle by Elify, or is it Elify by Shuffle or whatever. But you can show people, it's insane. So I love this system. It's incredible.
Yeah, if they actually, so anywhere on the whole World Wide Web, Digital Card Pro, if they go look for me, I have YouTube videos, how you send it, how you share it, what it looks like. My Facebook page, I was actually just at a show yesterday showing why is it, so it was a small business expo.
Right.
And they had tables set up where you could just go put cards and flyers. And it was just massive. And I'm thinking, here's this massive amount of information sitting on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And it has no personality behind it. Where if you just had a QR code sitting there that you could pop open, it would have a video of you telling why you love what you do and how you can help that person. It would have your web links. It would have your social media, maybe your reviews. I mean, mine has testimonials. It comes to life versus what you're holding on your, on your desk right there. Like you can't, that tells me nothing about you.
And the other thing is like, everything we do anymore is from our phones. I mean, everything. And my this is going to sound terrible, but my 8-year-old daughter won't go to the bathroom without her phone.
She's going to love you for that.
I know. It's so funny. And my wife's on here. She's like, I want one. I have 100 of them. I'll make you one, babe. So, do not sign up with Cathy. I'm kidding.
No, sign up with Ken.
Yeah. But it's an incredible platform and it's not something, I mean, I've been using it now for a year and a half, I think. I don't know, quite some time. Maybe has it been maybe
right around a year? Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, but I know it's incredible. I've sent it out. I mean, I don't even know how many people have hit my site. It's crazy. I have it at the top of kenwalls.com. Download my digital business card. Like, you want to get in touch with me, it's actually easy. There's no secrets. You just click that and you got it.
Well, and especially, so coming from the corporate background, of course, I could think of one way to use the cards, but then with my network marketing, it was actually originally started with the idea of network marketing in mind.
Oh, okay.
Because you have 10 cards to target market either your product and services, but also because anyone on the platform can share the other people. So there's an entire digital marketing or digital connection part of the app as well. So, whenever I tell people, I told you, I literally tell people about your podcast all the time. Yeah. I can send your card from my phone and go, here's his link, go to his podcast and check it out. There's an entire community inside of the app as well, where we can do, digital referrals, work with teams and do like team trainings and stuff like that. And that's where, like you said, on the speaking engagements, I go out and teach sales teams and network marketing teams how to use this tool to increase their influence in their business and their connections.
And it's literally nothing to invest in this. Like it's not, how much is it?
As long as you get it through an affiliate like me, it's $10 a month. That's it. No contract.
$10 a month. And, think about all the money you've spent in paper business cards that you've handed out, thousands, tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of business cards, and they're literally filling up the trash facilities across the world. So, like,
and you don't know if anybody opened it.
Right.
When you start getting those, like when your phone pops up and goes, so and so is looking at your card, and then you can contact them and go, hey, I was just thinking about you.
Right.
And they're, wow, that's amazing. I mean, the customer service that you can do with this tool is crazy.
And now they can chat with you live. Mm-hmm. Like it's right there on the dang app. Show them. Open your app up and show people.
I don't know. I don't know if I can share it to Skype. I can share it on YouTube.
Just hold the phone up and let people see it if you can.
Okay, so.
And now you gotta let your camera.
So there's
focus.
okay.
Yep,
so this is my card logo.
Yep.
Picture, all the different ways to contact me, including an immediate chatter button and my IM.
Your IM. Let's talk about that. That's Facebook Messenger.
Yes, and if you have a Facebook bot, you can also connect that.
Yeah.
You can connect a Facebook Pixel. You can have unlimited web links, so you can link to any web. You can have
YouTube
videos
embedded.
There's our friend Charlie, one of my testers.
Yeah. All of your social media, email.
Yep. They can reshare my card. They can save me to their phone contacts.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's one touch, and then I can see. They opened my video. They watched it. They went to Facebook. Where did they go to from my card?
Right.
So then when
And
you call them back, you target what it is you talk about with them. And then the CRM included, you keep notes on them. You get, every time you send your card, it says, do you need to follow up with this person? And you can set a follow up on your phone.
yep.
And you're going to tell me, right? Follow up, fortune's in the follow up, is it not?
Doris just said, what is your link? My link is you go to kensbizcard.com.
Yep.
And here, I'll type it in. I
And then
didn't
you
want to turn this.
You want to go to design your card now, and that's going to get you straight to Ken.
Yeah. So I'll type it in. Ken's Biz Card. I'll put it up on the screen.com. If you go to kensbizcard.com, it'll take you right to my card, and then it says design your card. I mean, it's static. It stays there. Click on that and it'll open up and you can set up your own account. It's easy, it's fast, it's simple. It's $10 a month, and there's no limitations. If you send it out once, or you send it out a million times, you're not limited, right? No limitations.
No limited on sends.
And you've got a CRM built right into this thing that I could say, hey, Doris, okay, so I can put Doris in my phone and say, give me your cell phone number, and then I can text you the link directly right from the app, and then when you open it, it tells me that you opened it. Like, it literally tells me, Doris just viewed your card. It's insane. Yeah, there it is.
There's your card on my phone. All I have to do is hit share. I send it to my friend.
Yeah.
And then they have your information.
It's insane. So I don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole. I love this platform. As you know, I don't know that I've ever signed anybody. I think I've signed up a couple of people that use it, but I not on purpose. It was an accident. I love it. I use it all the time. I'm just like I'm not promoting it because I'm busier than crap with everything else. But I do love this platform. It's an amazing tool, and anybody if you're using a regular standard business card like this, like you don't even realize what you're missing out on, because like her message on hers says 9 out of 10 business cards get thrown in the trash. I have these business cards sitting here that I haven't even been through. They're business cards I got from a few people at 10X, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're handing me a business card. Wow. I can just remember thinking that.
We'll do a little training real quick if you don't remember. So you can, in your contacts, actually take a photo of the card. It will create a contact, and it will keep a picture of that, and then you can toss that card.
Oh, really? It keeps a picture of it?
Yep.
What do you mean if I don't remember? I haven't been through any of the training, so I don't know. I know. I don't know anything about it except for I love it and I use it every day. That's all I know. So it is really, really cool. My wife now wants one, so she's been wanting one. I need to set one up for her. And it's cool. You can anyway, so there's my link, kensbizcard.com. You can check it out. Cathy is my upline, so she makes like a quarter or something, like 25 cents if you sign up.
We're an affiliate. It's an affiliate share.
Yeah.
It's basically, my husband always tells me, he's like, Shuffle is my platform. Shuffle was what was introduced to me, and it's kind of what made me realize what my passion was, which is connecting people.
Yeah.
So I kind of started this off going like, I want to really network and figure out what I can do with this business, but I've created a business and a platform around their platform.
Yeah.
And that's where it really has taken off for me, is to be able to go to a team or a sales group and go, tell me your pain point, tell me what you're trying to do, and let me show you how this tool can help with that.
Yeah.
So this is just the platform that I work off of and launch and help people do what they do better, which is what keeps me going all the time. I mean, constantly coming up with new ideas of how to use it. New features all the time. Like I remember when we talked and you called me, I was like, you can put your IM messenger on there now, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
So it's constantly evolving, and that's what I think I love about it as well. Is it's live tech. I mean, it's constantly going to get new stuff, and some of the things that I hear are coming are, I mean, it's just going to keep getting better and better.
What are some of those things? Are you're like aren't you you're like one of the corporate trainers or something, right? Or what's your
I'm blessed to be very close with the corporate team. Shout out to Emily and ER and Guy. They are fantastic. They have great ideas. They keep evolving and coming up with new tech. I am a founding affiliate with them. I do anything that they need me to train, anyone that needs help or whatever. Obviously, I go out and help. But yeah, we're constantly just kind of ping pong different ideas and hey, can it do this? And they're just amazing.
It's I don't know much about the company itself except for what you've said, and it sounds like it's a great company. The tool is, I've built websites since 1994, and I'm telling you that like it's the coolest tool in the world to be able to just quickly throw something together if you need to. Like, that's something else is like you can text the keyword Ken Walls with no space to 345-345 and instantly you get a link to my Shuffle business card, my digital business card. So I've set it up, right? I've got all these things set up that if I'm talking to somebody, I go, yeah, just text Ken Walls, no space, KenWalls to 345-345, and you'll get a link to my digital business card.
Yep.
And so because it's important to me, Grant Cardone, talked about during the 10X Growth Conference, and he's talked about it many other times. He said, everybody said that what's the old saying? It's not what you know, but it's who you know, right? That's not true. That's not true. It's not who you know. It's who knows you.
That's right.
And it's who knows you. So if I meet somebody and they say, well, I have an Android. I don't know how to scan it. Sorry. I'm sorry. But like, with the iPhone, you just like open the camera and it scans it. But like, or they, whatever, I can say, hey, here, easy peasy. Go to kensbizcard.com or just text Ken Walls to 345-345 and you get my digital business card because I want you to know who I am and I want to make sure that we're always in contact with one another. I want to build my network, and I have a massive network globally, and it just continues to grow, and this is one of the most valuable tools that I use. It's incredible.
Well, I just get excited to hear about that. I mean, it just makes me happy, and that's what keeps me going every day is when someone, we come up with an idea, we make something really unique or targeted, and
right.
we do something for someone, and they come back and tell me like, oh my gosh, you're not going to believe how well that worked, and I'm like, I love it.
It works, and I know of a couple of people that started to use it, but then they didn't ever use it, so they canceled. And I'm like, why would you cancel? Don't know. You need to use this. Yeah, Cathy will train you because honestly, it really truly is. It's so valuable. And again, I know I don't use it the way I should be. I know because I've never been through it. I'm not one. Like you've talked to me for 10 minutes here and there, but like I've never been through training ever. But it's a great tool. I need to get more familiar with, I think. But so Cathy, let's talk about like some of the let's talk. I'm like, oh, Doris just signed up. Go Doris! I just got notified Doris signed up. You go, girl. Yes, I saw that. It just notified me. So, wow. Well, welcome to the Shuffle team, or Elify.
You'll get a welcome card from me in a minute.
Oh, that's awesome. So, you won't get one from me because I don't know how to use it. So, sorry. Maybe I can get Cathy to help me with that. But anyway, so let's talk about some of the challenges that you've faced in maybe in this venture. Doris, you're awesome. Thanks for signing up. So let's talk about some of the challenges you've faced, some of the walls that you've hit in this venture that you've had to break through.
Ooh,
Never mind.
Yeah, no, you know what? That's not a bad question. It's just I honestly I don't dwell on those things so that they don't. You know what I mean? If I have something in front of me, again, I have a fantastic team of people around me. You know very well that I network all the time. I have a fantastic like networking family that I go to when I have challenges. And my husband is just this amazing person that can think of these crazy ideas all the time. So, um, I guess the challenges I face are more internal sometimes where
Hey, by the way,
yeah,
was your husband blessed with a name at birth?
he was blessed with a name at birth. Yes. And he is, Chris Inman is my husband. He's phenomenal.
Chris. And
He's, yep.
Chris is a fan of the show, so shout out to Chris. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a veteran. He, served in the Air Force,
Thank you
for
for your
7 years.
service, Chris. Thank you.
And now he still works on military contracts for a company and is just got a fantastic entrepreneurial mind that he doesn't get to tap into at work. So he comes home and feeds me fantastic ideas. So I'm very
Love
blessed.
it.
Yes.
Love it. I love it.
But you know, the challenges I think sometimes are just me either taking on too much. I think a lot of us do that, right?
Yeah.
You and I talk sometimes where, you know, people will call me and go, "Hey, I know it's Saturday, you know, do you have a minute?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I kind of work all the time, but it's because I enjoy thinking through processes."
Yeah.
So I think the walls that I put up really are just me making sure that I can help people as much as I think I can. And so I take on sometimes too much, and I really, I feel guilty about that.
I got to tell you, your husband just stepped out of the shadows and said hello to me on the show. So, Chris, wow, dude, thank you. Appreciate that. He's on here. He's watching you.
I'm not surprised. Like, I can take the day off and help you. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, that's awesome. So you have a huge group of people around you. So if you hit these challenges, you hit these walls, you don't know what to do, you have people to reach out to.
I do. I mean, and if you know our mutual friend Chaz Wilson, I mean, you know that I'm part of his entire network, and
he's awesome.
And yeah, I mean, I think when you insulate yourself with really, like we talked about in the very beginning, you insulate yourself with really good people.
Yeah.
Like I said, I am kind of quiet and reserved when I first meet someone, and I kind of check out like kind of who they are and what they're about.
Right.
And then once I realize that person is really kind of an inner circle kind of person, those become the people that I go to when I have a challenge or when I'm like, what would you guys do with this? And luckily, you know, you bounce ideas off people or, you know, again, I'm going to go right back to it. You listen, and this is where Chris really comes in because he's fantastic at it. You listen to podcasts from people who are where you want to be.
Right.
You know, then I think sometimes those walls go away a lot faster because you see how they climbed them or got over them, got past them. So if you bump into them, you're not stuck as long.
Right. I agree with you. I agree. There's nothing more important than who you're surrounding yourself with. Nothing. And again, I hate to keep referencing Grant Cardone. I don't hate it. I love Grant. He's changed my life. You know, but he says it. He's like, dude, you know, whoever you're like, make sure you take a really close look at who's around you because there's those people, husbands, wives, parents, people around you can really, really impact your life. They do impact your life. And sometimes it can be negative and you don't even realize it's happening. So, you know, you got to be careful.
I'm sorry I don't have more dirt for you. I don't have a whole lot of just, maybe that's the biggest message is like, of course I've run into walls and of course I've had things I've had to figure out and really dig into. But if you don't dwell on them, you know, or you put the people in place in your life that can help you through them, you will also get past them quicker. I mean, maybe that's just the biggest message there. It's not that I don't have them. It's that I really get through them and then don't worry about them. I learn from them I just move on. Yeah. You have another mountain to climb. Like I'm not at the summit yet.
Right.
and I have, dreams that are bigger than I don't even know that the tech's built yet that I think that we could do, and things that we could, do with it.
Yeah.
So you just keep going and looking at the positives, then the negative is either going to go away or you're going to have gotten around it.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. I mean, I would assume you have signed up or you've dealt with thousands of people. What do you think the biggest thing is I mean, we've had, by the end of this, we'll have had probably, I don't know, at least a couple hundred people that have been in and out of this stream and watched us and heard about this. And Doris has signed up out of all of these people, right? And thank you for that, Doris. I think you're going to love this if you actually start using it. It's a phenomenal tool. But think about all of the people you've talked to that didn't sign up for it, right? What do you think stopped? And it's not just Shuffle. It could be, we use Melaleuca products too, which is a phenomenal company. But think about like all of the people that you talk to that don't take that leap.
Yep.
That don't, and fear. Whenever I ask this question, fear is always the number one answer. I've had some phenomenal answers, but fear is the typical response. She already created her card.
Hey,
you go, Doris. Wow.
Shuffle.
Holy moly. But that's how fast it is,
that's
right?
It's
insane. So and I see Michelle is on here, a client of mine that owns a wedding dress shop in Pittsburgh, and we're rebuilding their website. But like she could use this. They could use this.
And exactly how you do too. You can use it in addition with your website. You can say, download my digital card from this button.
Yeah.
Again, they're walking around with your information on their mobile phone.
On their mobile phone at all times. It's insane.
Okay.
So what is it that you think that holds people back from real success in life? Like, and I'm not talking about with just Shuffle. I'm talking about with the children's toy company you were in, maybe asking that girl out or that guy out that they want to, or whatever it is. What do you think it is?
Oh, you should have my husband on this show. This is the kind of stuff we talk about at night. Believe it or not,
Wow.
I swear we dive into this kind of stuff. And also, I'll give you a little bit. He's going to go like, I can't believe you gave that up. So we talked about this just this week. I think that we all grow up, and the grain of that we grow up with, that we kind of hold in our hands, is hope. Right?
Yeah.
So as a kid, it's, I hope I do well on this test, or I hope someone saves me a seat at the table at lunch.
Yeah.
And then it's, I hope I picked the right career, or I hope someone talks to me at this networking meeting, right? I mean, I had those things. And you can hold the hope, or you can ignite the hope. So if you like I always say, I really did. I'd walk into meetings, my hands would be freezing cold. I'd have sweaty palms. And if I just had the hope and I walked in there and I was quiet and I didn't do anything with it, like, oh, I hope someone understands what I'm pitching today, or I hope I can help someone today, or whatever it was. Hope, 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 hope. Hope doesn't have action to it. So you have to ignite the hope. And I don't know if it's just, I'd sit there and kind of get my palms and go, okay, now it's time to say something. Now it's time to do something with that hope and make it a reality. And so I think there's people out there that have hope. I hope maybe I can leave this job and go to another job. Maybe I hope that I can be a good parent. I hope. You have to ignite it. And I think some people either don't have the right people in their life, so they don't have that person that goes, I think you could do it. Or they've never had that growing up, which, again, thank God I had have had fantastic parents. Mm-hmm. You have to have people that believe in you so that you can move forward, right? And even if that person is just you have to go, I have the hope, I have the dream, and now I'm going to spark it. And if it ends up not being the right thing, that's okay, because at least you took that first step. Right? I meet people like that all the time. Well, I tried this network marketing company, but it just didn't work out, so I'm kind of over it.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. there's 1,000 of them out there.
There's thousands of them.
Thousand, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it just wasn't your message. I mean, I
Right.
get that. So, and I think that's where this comes in for me is like, it wasn't just that I found something to do. I found something to do that didn't just spark, it ignited.
Right.
And,
Right.
and that's when I knew I found my voice. And I just can't imagine doing anything else. And so when you find that thing, you'll know it. So don't give up on the hope and keep sparking whatever it is that you want to create, and then find your ignition.
You know, I remember, I don't remember a lot from high school, but I remember sociology, and they talked about the two human drives that are most powerful are the desire to eat and the desire of sex. And I think about people that go, well, I tried a network marketing company once, and oh my God, I spent $500 and it just didn't work out. And it's like, dude, what? Like, are you a 40-year-old virgin? Did you ask somebody out once and they said no, and you said, nope, I'm done, never again? Like, come on, man. That's life. Tony Robbins talks about, the baby, how many times do we let a baby stand up and try to walk and they keep falling, and it's like, no more. You cannot do this anymore. Do not try to walk again. That's insane. So again, that's where real success comes in is it's the having the ability to not give up no matter what. Get back up and go. Maybe you picked the wrong network marketing company. Maybe you picked the wrong chick, the wrong dude. Maybe you picked the wrong whatever, but that doesn't mean you give up. Man,
no, I was in my 40s. I had a whole new thing come into my life, and I could have been like, oh, I don't understand technology, and I'm too old, or I don't get this. I could have done a lot of things, but I didn't. I figured it out. I pushed the buttons. People still ask me to this day, where's the course on how to do this? I'm like, there wasn't one.
Right.
I just made it up as I went along. So just make it up as you go along. I don't, I still wonder. I get on stage and I go, well, I hope I make sense today.
Well, and
you know what? It does.
I think, look, there's a lot of network marketing companies that, you have to spend $150 a month or $200 a month or whatever. And this is an affiliate marketing company forget that part of it. Let's say you don't want to ever tell somebody about this really cool digital business card thing that you use. It's $10 a month to have a digital business card at all times. I ran out of business cards. No, you didn't, man. You've got a digital business card. You can send it out 3.6 trillion times, and you're not going to run out. So that's what's really cool.
So you can talk about your 5 different companies, or you can talk about the different things you do, and you can send 10 different messages out right now.
Right.
And target market whoever it is you're talking to. It's insane, truly.
It's
so, I mean, that's where the passion comes in. It's like, there are people out there that I've met networking. I will never forget this dude. It was one of the first people I met networking. He goes, he personally has 11 business cards.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I can help you with 10 of them. Paper. He had 10 different companies that he 11 different companies that he represented.
Well, what about that deal I signed up for? I have up to 100 cards, right?
Yeah. One time $50 upgrade, you get 100. And then it's still $10 a month.
So I can create up to 100 different business cards on this platform because I paid $50. That's crazy. That's just absolutely, and it's $10 a month if you sign up through an affiliate, which is insane. So Cathy, if somebody called you and they said, and I ask this question of everybody, if somebody called you up and said, hey, my electric's being shut off tomorrow, my car was repoed last week, I can't feed my kids, what's hitting the fan, I can't figure it out. Please help me. What would you say to that person in that moment to get them through that?
And it literally happens to me more than I wish it did.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, and it sounds cheesy because it's going to go right back to what I do. I'll tell them, I'm probably connected with someone who might have an opportunity. Tell me what it is you do. Tell me any kind of job you would take,
Yeah.
and let me try and connect you with someone. I have that many people in my Rolodex. I have that many people that I have met networking that I actually just did this with someone.
Yeah.
Literally, she had lost her job, had no idea what to do next. She told me everything that she used to do, and I was like, I know somebody who's looking for somebody, and she now has a new job.
That's awesome.
So
That's awesome.
it's not about, like you said, it's not about who I know, like who, you know what I mean? It's not me. It's me getting those connections
Yeah.
for other people.
Yeah.
And that's when it twisted. It really, I wanted to become a connector of people.
And see, instead of you living on hopium, I call it, right? Instead of you living on hopium, instead of you waking up saying, I hope, I hope, I hope, you're actually delivering hope
I
to
hope
other
so.
people. And that's what it's about. You're a hopium dealer.
I love it. I'm so getting that shirt made.
Oh my God, I'm a hopium dealer. Hey,
Make
I get a cut of that, Kathy.
done. Make it.
That's awesome.
I love it.
I do too.
Every,
I'm getting that shirt made too.
done.
So
Okay.
what else would you like to say to the audience? Can you believe we're at the end of the? It goes fast, doesn't it? Jeez. So what else would you like to say? First off, how can everybody follow you? They can sign up for my business card and they automatically get connected to you. But what about social media and stuff?
Everywhere you look, Digital Card Pro is me.
Okay.
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Come join my communities, see what I do, see why I do it. I really, my passion is really the why. My passion is like, what does that person do, and how can I help them do it with my platform? And so literally that's all I do. I mean, who is it that I know that you need to know? Which I mean, I've introduced you to a couple people. I appreciate how, we go back and forth on that.
Yeah.
I have to give a shout out to Charlie for introducing us.
Yeah. Charlie
But
Chena, he's the man.
he's amazing. So I am so blessed of who I've been elevated to get to meet
Yeah.
because of what I do and the passion I have for it. And so if there's someone that you have that's watching us that has a team, a sales team, a network, whatever they have that they want to try and connect, I would like to help them. So that's what I do.
And you do. I mean, you've said to me, I don't know how many times, hey, don't worry about trying to explain it to somebody. Just have them contact me, and I'll explain it all. And that's what's really cool about you is you genuinely mean that, because I've heard a lot of people say that, a lot. Like, dude, you don't have, like, I am a busy dude. And I've had so many people go, oh, don't worry about it. Just sign up for my network marketing thing and I'll build your team for you. And it's like, people talk a big game sometimes, but you actually do it. And that's what I love about you. And you're incredible. You just love helping people. And that's why we connect so well. That's who I am. I love to help people and see other people win.
Absolutely. 100%. That just is the best, right? When you hear a good story, you hear a win, you hear something, and you just know that they were elevated enough, or maybe you just gave them the confidence to go do it, right? I mean, a lot of what you do is just giving other people the confidence to say, look, we've all been there. You're there now, but you're going to be the one that gets past it next.
Right. Exactly.
So it's fantastic, the message. I love it.
You rock. Thank you so much for being on here.
Thank you.
And like I feel selfish saying this because I know that they'll sign up via me, but honestly, this isn't about them. I mean, it's only I make like $1 off of you or something. Like I'll refund you $1 if that bothers you. But like seriously, it's not about that. This is this company that you're with and you're like original. I mean, I think you have thousands of people that have signed up under you, if not hundreds of thousands.
We're busy.
Huh?
We're busy.
Oh, you're not going to tell us how many, huh?
We're worldwide, so I mean it's kind of fun. You never know what time zone I'm going to be in.
Well, you're a busy, busy lady. I know you are, and you're such a nice person. You're just a good-hearted, good person, and I'm very grateful to call you a friend.
Well, same likewise. It's those Ohio people, I think, right? They just
Right?
don't know the spark and the charm that we have.
You know what a Buckeye is? It's a worthless nut. So, um, that's us. But hey, listen, thank you so much for taking the time to be on the show. I appreciate you. And if you guys need help with anything when it comes to digital marketing, your company, I'm telling you, this is a really awesome way to do it. So, thank you so much. Appreciate you, Cathy.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Ken.
Okay, you guys have a great day. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow.